Hello dear ones, welcome to my channel. I'm Emilia, and in case you are new here, my channel name Harvinaisen kaunis elämä means uniquely beautiful life. So I just made a reaction to a Nightwish song called An Ocean of Strange Islands, and there I confessed I am a bit afraid to do a reaction to the Day Off song, but here I am because I wanted to do this because I realized, well, I'm going back a bit. The reason I'm so afraid of doing this is because the cover image in the video somehow reminds me, it's so terribly frightening. It somehow makes me think of the song Noise. And I have never been able to watch that music video more than the few seconds in the beginning when the actual music hasn't even started, because there is this man in a mask and a baby in a mask, and he's holding the baby, and it's like he's offering the baby to some kind of an altar, and it's so terrifying. I haven't been able to handle that. Sorry, I'm me. And so somehow, for some weird reason, I have made a connection between these songs and developed some kind of fear for this song. But I have seen that Ismo Leikola, the Finnish comedian, has made a reaction to this song, and I want to see that reaction. And also, I realize tomorrow I am going to the Nightwish Yesterwind album publication event, and I'm going to see this music video there. So I think I need to prepare myself for it and watch it now. So here we go. Nightwish and the Day Off.
Virus has now been discovered. You may be infected by mundane groceries.
In an unprecedented turn of events, astronomers have recalculated the flight path of the star,
but approximately Armageddon, second coming, war of the worlds, the end of history. Take shelter, floods are rising, the wrath of thunder is drumming, end of days for mankind and for your kin. For those empty moments, fear more, in this brave new world of 84, fast that last breath, AI to kill us all. First waste, covering London, Martians among us, Y2K, horde all aboard, the end is near.
Okay, this is different. And, it's like trap it in your nightmares, without a way out, floating endlessly in a loop. Oh, the girl. Here, this one. This reminds me of Banksy. I went into his art exhibition once, and it's, you know, industrial, cold, gear-like feeling, and there's this whole song is Banksy all over. You know, even the red light. This is interesting, really interesting, and I think they are not zombies as I first thought they were or something, but you know, there is this surprisingly light rhythm. Is this the 80s? 90s? 90s? I don't know. I'm a classical music girl. I don't know. But, you know, the heaviness of the song and the light, the children's voice and the light, playful rhythm, it adds to the strangeness of this all. And there is so much going on in this video. I think I don't get it at all for a long time. It will take time to crack the allegories and metaphors in this one. There are obvious ones, but I think there's hidden things in there too I haven't seen. Now, let's continue. that was different. And strange and nightmarish, but not distressing after all. Oh, I try to collect my thoughts. First and foremost, Emppu and the strings. Pretty please, can you make it 10 times longer? Please, please. There was so much stuff in there, which is the point. There's one thing, if you have any clue who was the lady in the background when there were kind of frozen flames or something in there, and then there was a woman in a floating gown. Is she Mother Earth, Gaia, or who? Athena? Diana? Who? But I really need to watch it multiple times to get the references. But it was like the music was falling, like the... What was the word? You know, the lowest point in astrology. It was mentioned in there, but I'm so... My brain is so full at the moment. Anyway. It was like, you know, the feeling was a nightmare where AI went all wrong and everything is looping again and again and again, and it's strange, and then there was that red rose. And what was the floating things in there? Were the blood butterflies from the an ocean of strange islands, or were they the dust becoming stardust, or what was it? But this reminded me of Yours is an Empty Hope, and then they sung Yours is an Empty something. I didn't catch most of the words. Empty sermon, maybe. But Yours is an Empty Hope was about, you know, internet trolls and so on. I think this was about Armageddon trolls. And I get it. I have had my share of Armageddon trolls in my life. So I really get the point. And I am not talking only about the actual biblical Armageddon, the city of Megiddo, which I studied, in my PhD, which was about the archaeology and culture of the Bronze Age Near East, including Megiddo. So it's a gorgeous tale. You should visit. So, I mean, the threatening with the doom. This is an important message, I think. It's the news gets more aggressive and on your face day by day, and painting horror pictures and the due dates of any kind of things. But somehow, in this video, even though it was about such things, the end was like a relief. And, you know, when you have been so afraid, the tension has lasted so long, and when it breaks, the relief. And I wonder, can I just be a theologian this once? The one I actually am? Now I want to say something it's kind of related to this song. Not so much as to some others, but I have a thought, and when I say this, I think you may think I do not get it, but I do. I do get it, believe it or not. About the Armageddon and religion and everything, I do not like forcing anything down the throat, including faith or beliefs. I hope I have been rather respectful here, even though I am a theologian. I do believe I'm a Christian, but it doesn't mean I feel anyone or everyone has to do the same as me. I don't care what you do, whatever you want to believe, be my guest. I don't care. Sorry. That's how it should work, I think. And the words respect and equality comes to mind. And Thomas makes it so very loud and clear what he thinks about faith and of any kind, and that's okay. He has the right to do so, as we all have. But one thing I do not understand is this. He calls for freedom, freedom to think, which is incredibly important, so incredibly important. And I respect that he always brings it up. Yet, in so many songs, in so many ways, he leads us to think that certain ways of thinking or believing is not worth respecting. And I feel disappointed. I would have expected more from him. I would have thought that he would be the one who would say live and let live. And for me, sometimes I get rather aggressive underlying currents in his songs, which is really confusing considering, the equality he's so after. And yet, in this song again, despite the fact that Thomas seems so loading, oh, that's maybe a really strong word, but as despising, but what would be a really not caring for much about faith and belief of any kind, yet he creates hope in his own way. Because even in the darkest Nightwish songs, there is rays of hope, which I love so much. Can you believe it? My computer just informed me that I have to, install an update to the OBS app in the middle of recording a video. But here we are. I went through the previous, the bit I had already done and tried to collect my thoughts. Where was I? But I was talking about the, sorry, but I was talking about the, there always being a ray of hope, light hope in the Nightwish songs, and that being the thing I really love. And, it made me think like there is always that beacon lit, like in the An Ocean of Strange Island song, which leads me to the point, finally. You know, the faces in this video reminded me of, you know, dusty, lifeless butterflies in An Ocean of Strange Islands. And there was a reflection of a rainbow in the end, just like, you know, Noah finding the land, the safe harbor, the starbound quay. There was color in this one, the red rose in there, and in the end, all the stars having color, but the dominant color here was red, color of life. And I'm not sure, but I think this is a song that comes before the perfume of the timeless. So this goes in the perfume of the timeless, maybe. This is a stretch because I'm not sure. But if it is, it's, you know, from that point of view, this is like coming from dust to stardust. You know, coming from dust back to stardust, and the next one starts with stars concentrating on a single drop of water and a fresh beginning and life. And so from the lowest point, the word I was after was nadir, I don't know how to pronounce it, the lowest point of everything. So from that point to purification, to release, to freedom and a new life. And I would say that's not bad for an agnostic to create, I would say. So, end of theological part and end of the reaction. Thank you. Oh, just one more thing. I really enjoyed this song, which is strange, and I think I am going to watch it again just to get more of it. But it was one of those things, you know, which is so funny and so hilariously accurate with this. Painting a horror image in your mind and then I don't know what is this song about, huh? So, bye.